do the video?
Well, to speak on that, well, I may not be so much into the movie. I wasn't premiering. I guess the very past person who was in it would be my honey.
Okay. Yes. To your question again, I didn't take part in the movie, but I was the director. I wrote the script myself, and I directed the movie.
So you're brain after the movie,
yeah. So that movie, why I did it is out of an experience or an encounter with one person a friend who is HIV positive, and after going through his story, and it was so sudden that people still have that mentality of HIV is just a killer disease, and once I get it, no need for me to be in this world. I should just die, or if possible, I don't have to take care of myself. I don't have to take the medications prescribed. So after all this, I analyzed and I said, no, there is a better way one can live even if you're HIV positive, and that's the reason as to why I came with that movie.
All right. So this is a lot, and writing a movie alone takes a lot.
Yeah.
And so from the movie, before you came with it, you had a story of a friend,
yes,
who was going through a lot, and probably people may be talking about him. So what ways can you help such a person? Because yes, you can do the movie, sometimes it might not help him, right? So like talking about that directed to people who are victims, the patients, how can you help such people so that they come out from that kind of abuse?
Well, we have several ways on how such people may be approached. We looked at, in the movie, we try to approach that person or that victim in different aspects. One of which is by always taking your medication that is prescribed to you. The second one is always come back to the health center where you're diagnosed or where you're taking your treatment from for more consultation and advices. The third one is we also talked about, we acted about a physical, there is a cancellation between a friend and him. And also, not only that, but if you look at the aspect of now someone trying to say, I am no longer wanted in this world, that gives a big trauma. And only one way that can really kill that thing away, and that is by keeping that person close to someone who will always look after him. And that is why, and let me say, that is why we decided we should have some of these approaches if someone is positive.
Yeah, because we believe there are a lot of people in the community that are suffering trauma because, once you're HIV positive, people talk about you. And I'm sure before you wrote the script, you might have done a lot of research about HIV, right?
Yes.
What do you think are some of the contributing factors to why people are getting HIV?
Personal negligence. And why I talk about personal negligence comes in, there is a sickness or there is a virus known as HIV, and it is as deadly as it sounded before, not now. But still, when you have a partner and you don't trust, you end up going for further notice. So that alone gives you what you were looking for. You may not know how, okay? You don't trust her, but you feel like, okay, I still need my personal desires to be felt. And that, again, you just go like that. That's not it. Yeah, that's why I say about personal negligence. So you need to look at yourself before and trust the partner you are with.
So talking about, there are people who got HIV through birth, transmitted to the parents.
Yes.
So how can you help such people? Because it's not from a personal negligence, like you were born with it. You did not have it through maybe intercourse or meeting a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you were born with HIV, your parents must have been so keen enough to really look into your life story or to your life. Why? Is that they have to always take you and they have to inform you about what you are suffering from, not at an early stage, but when you have really understood what this sickness is all about. And not in a bad perception of, no, this sickness is bad, and I alone I will start feeling bad. So I will already think of negative things, and that is not good. So the approach that a person born with HIV should take is that always be on a medication. And whatever your parents is saying in the part of the advice, like keeping the person close to you, that's the part now. You always talk to the victim as a parent, as a guardian. That is very important. You always keep that person close, in line, and he will not, or he or she will not go the other way around. Yes.
All right, back to the lady. I want us to interact, all of us. I want us to be talking. All right,
Sure.
in South Sudan, if you can rate from a 1 to 100, where do you think South Sudan falls in the level of HIV?
Well, looking at currently in South Sudan, there are a lot of things, and you find mostly people are mostly affected, because they get these things, could be through sexual intercourse and all that. Ladies get that illness. So I can't really rate at what stage from 1 to 100. But I can say it could be 8, 9. Yeah, I can rate there.
8, 9.
Yeah.
Which means we are at least okay.
No, we're not okay.
We're not okay.
Yes. If we are at number 1, I think it is better. Or how do you rate? How is your rating? Because number 1 always takes the best that you have no. But if you back then if you want to reach 8 to 10, then it's not becoming worse. If you look at the statistic, I think every year like 1,000 more people, or 1,000 plus people are infected with HIV. So this is a big number. So if you start calculating since our independence, how many people are positive?
There are very many.
Big.
Yeah.
Big number.
Yeah.
Okay, before you came with that project, did you sit down to discuss with someone else, like go to the Ministry of Health and get some ideas, or you took it as a personal thing, or it's a group thing?
We never went to any to Ministry of Health or that, but we had someone who is a health personnel, and we talked to. So after discovering certain things about HIV, like it's not a killer disease, you can even live with it and enjoy a healthy life. You can be as healthy, as fat as you are, and you're okay. You can have kids who are negative and you're positive, plus your partner. So these are some of the findings we did. So we said, now this is a good one. When it came around 2004, 2005, wow, you have HIV,
you're dead.
The community knows about you, you better shift from there. Yes, you're a dead person, you're a dead man.
Yes.
And it is just the worries, the thinking, the trauma that you go through will just kill you. But now, you can live happily.
So what do you mean HIV is now?
Come on. Let me just say it's a typhoid. It's typhoid and malaria.
Yeah, because you see, people live with malaria and typhoid, right? So it's like just a virus, you can live with it every day. Once you see with malaria, you go to the hospital, you take some pills, right? So for HIV, you have the tablet, the pills. Yes, you have them, and then if they're given to you, prescribed to you, they take them daily. You take them daily, and you live a healthy life. No one will even know that you have. If I say, Amos, you have HIV, no one's gonna believe it because you're looking good more than the person who is.
I look healthy.
Negative. Yes.
As in HIV doesn't kill.
No.
So what do you think people are suffering from? Is it trauma? What is it exactly that is still holding people back? Because right now, if you see someone with the HIV,
suffering from right now is a stigma, trauma. And the mindset that you have from the very start, HIV is going to kill me. That is it. Only. There is nothing else.
Yeah, I think also that caused by people who live around us. If I am, Amanda is HIV positive, and then the people I have around me, the only thing they talk about negative about me. Yeah. So if there will be someone out of 100, if only one person talks to me positively, I'm sure there will be a way out. But if you live in a surrounding whereby this one has HIV, I'm not going to sit, I'm not going to eat with him like this. I'm going to get from food. If I drink from the cup he uses, I'm going to get.
I'm going to get.
See that?
okay, now, people are people. Of course, if sometimes you like it or not, they will talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah? So how can we change the community, mentality about people living with HIV? How can we, talk to them some sense that these people are good people? Sometimes others, they are born with it, as I said earlier on. Others did not get it through sex, or maybe they got caught with sharp objects and they got the HIV. All right. So how can we change the community perspective in looking at people with HIV?
The biggest tool is the radio stations, creating awareness to them, and also creating awareness using visualizations like movies, like what we came up with now. I believe people like watching. They love watching. If you get your phone right now, what you need most is you want to go on YouTube, you want to find some certain things, and you want to watch and watch and watch. And now, if we create such awareness and then we put where people like to go to, it will help them. And right now, there are a lot of people, thousands of people who are listening to us. They listen to us or they listen to the radio because it gives them information that are worth their life. So if we pass such awareness to them that HIV is not a killer disease, but it's just like a malaria or typhoid that you can live with and treat it, then you find that someone will be like, okay, but so and so told me, HIV can kill someone. So if you get it from the radio, if you get it from the television, if you get it from movies, you will know, you will have an idea. Movies in different ways. There are movies that tell true life stories, and there are movies that are based on affections. There are movies that are based on adventure, and there are imaginatory movies. Imaginatory movies, these are things you imagine. You feel like I'm on the sky just flying. These are not true, but real life stories, follow them up. They will help and change your life. Don't love just horror movies. Don't just love imaginatory movies or such kind of movies. They will not help you. People after these days, it's World Cup. People watching football. People don't have time for that. But okay, back to is it a team? I asked it earlier on. Is it a team or is it a company that is doing the project of the video? It is a team. A team. Yeah. We're a group of South Sudanese young, energetic women and gentlemen, and we came with those ideas. Some young men who are energetic. Yes. Do you have a group name? Yeah, we tried to come up with the name of Extreme. Yes.
Extreme.
Yeah. Extreme art, extreme videos. Okay, why I'm bringing this, because someone out there might be listening and someone want to follow it up. All right? Yeah. Or maybe there's a Facebook page they can follow you through, or maybe YouTube channel that they can follow you through, and they'll be helped, because people are suffering out there, and someone might have had it today. He gets an opportunity to follow it up and be helped. Sure. So you can tell us more about the group, or maybe Facebook page, all these. Okay. Okay. Well, I will take the other lead of about YouTube, and she will tell us more about the Facebook. Yeah, the Facebook. So let's divide. For you to find us or to do more on or to look for us more, where we will normally post our videos on a production studio that is called Atwal Studios. So that is where you will find all the videos, all the movies, everything that is being done about our group that is Extreme. So you'll find it in that channel that is called Atwal Studios. So you can help us
keep us growing.
Apple, the studio is a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, about the name of the group. Yes, as is mentioned, Extreme Studios is the name of the group. Yes, if you go to Facebook, as for now, we might find a different name. Is we're using Live After Campus. There's mostly we're known with that.
Live After Campus.
Yes, we are known with that name, Live After Campus.
So if someone wants to follow up,
if you want to follow us,
right, go there. Yes, get a Live After Campus, and you'll be live there.
Yeah.
Is the video online? Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
All right. It's something good that both of you are journalists. You know, okay, that is good. Yes, and people who are suffering through this kind of stigma and maybe the things related to HIV/AIDS. It might be country. So, how do you intend to target other states outside Cuba?
Well, at the moment, we may not have that enough manpower to reach out to the states, but I believe through the social media awareness, we may be able to reach them. For those who are in the states who have access to the social media platforms, and those who have accounts on Facebook, on YouTube, so you can go live or you can go on YouTube and view or watch the movie. We always post about those awareness on our Facebook group that is Live After Campus. So you can reach us there. Yeah.
Why I'm asking, because they might be in the villages and there are some people who don't have even smartphones. You get?
Yeah.
And they are going through such challenges of HIV and AIDS. That's why it's important also to reach with this awareness to them.
Yeah.
They might not get the access to Facebook, even
the
YouTube.
internet thing.
Because there are different classes of people, that.
Yes.
Sure. Now, with such a category of people, per now we can say it might be a long-term goal for us, because we, as I said earlier on, we may not have that enough manpower to reach them. Otherwise, they will need a physical visit to at least the local community around. Then you have a discussion or sit with them, like an outreach where you send people, please go and talk, and with some guidelines from also the Ministry of Health, something like that. So, but that is what we're also up to. We cannot be only target those with the eligibility of the social media account, but we need also to reach out to those in the grassroots.
Just to add, it may be not even outside Juba, but within Juba here, the people who don't even access the internet. Those ones who are down there, and we're still a group, small group. We're still into the game, and we're growing. So it's our hope, our wish, and our prayers that in the next few years or months to come, we'll reach down to those who are down there to encourage them, not even HIV alone, but the various kind of diseases. So to encourage them and give them to have the knowledge or whatever they do on the lifestyle they will have down there. So that's...
In addition to that, as she said, it's not all about the HIV. Now, the Life After Campus we shot, that we're going to also release on that day, is about an awareness of joblessness. You graduate today very happy, but tomorrow you'll be selling charcoal in the streets. You'll be in the street trying to, sell maybe memory cards like in your hands. Come on.
Yes, really.
You took most of your time, almost 15 to 20 years in school, paying huge amount of money, and at the end, you only go on the street, start selling memory cards in your hand, you start selling, these penny things.
You're not being a thief and stuff.
You see, and others end up doing negative things. And these are some of the awareness we're trying to create right now, that regardless of your situation now, do not mess up. Your time is there. We all believe that God has a way for us. So through his way, we will achieve what we need. So at the moment, Even if you're frustrated, you don't have job, you have applied to almost all the companies in the country. No one calls you. Don't give up. Don't. Let your faith not just drop like that.
Okay, I have graduated and I don't have anything to do. What can I do? Possible. What can I do so that I can be living? You know, life in Juba, everything is money.
Is money.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah?
I will say a bit of it. My colleague will say a bit of it.
Okay.
Now, if you have graduated and you have nothing, like I said, you have applied to almost all the organizations in the country, nothing is there. I would like to tell you, be creative, but don't think negative. Okay? If you have idea in the mind, you are educated. Why we say you're educated is that you can create things from nowhere and you can earn money out of it, even if that is not your profession. But do something creative in your life, productive. That will help you. I may not say, please think of this, but you know what you can think of that will earn you money in the right way, not a negative way. Come on.
Not saying memory cards, right?
Okay, you can do that.
Memory cards, I think it's
one of them. Okay, it's okay, but don't think negative. Trying to do other things that will ruin your journey, because that is that. Like selling that memory card is going to be like an open gate for you to get access to or to be an open door for some things. Who knows? Someone who's going to buy your memory card may be working with some NGO company, be like, I need a memory card. And after maybe trying to ask you some questions and encounter with you, the person may get to realize you're a PhD or degree holder or diploma holder. Be like, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing here? I don't have a job. Okay, come to my office tomorrow. So that might be your gateway, but be in the right path, not a negative one.
All right, let's come back to our lady in the house.
Yes.
I think it's most of the characters from the episode when we talk about life at campus. Most things our youths do, whether within our country or maybe somewhere, people want a white collar job. If I graduate a first class degree, I want a white collar job. Yeah, and then you have to be working on the streets of Juba. You have find nothing. You applied all the NGOs, all the UN agencies, and all the radio stations. Yeah, almost have not given you a job. So what do? You end up like thinking negatively. Now do I do? You become a robber. You rob people at night.
Toronto.
Now, like, out of all, you've spent 4 or 5 years in school, you end up a robber because you haven't got a job, you're frustrated, yeah? You think you're giving it back to those people who will not give you the job, but they're not the ones. So here is, as my colleague has mentioned, there are a lot of things you can do, yeah? If you're a lady, even a man, you can go down there. Someone gives you 5,000. If you go there, if you find a sack of charcoal, 4,000, let me say, yeah, you go down there, maybe outside your parents' house, you start, selling them outside there. That's another way of you also, going. And you go out there, the people who once you see there at these places, you get something. Like, you really get something. It's only the mentality you have in your head. Now, you find a lot of these border guys on the streets. You see them, they're nothing. But trust me, they have papers under their beds. They have papers. But because they've forgotten, now I have nothing.
I have money right now.
Yes. So the only thing you focus on now, if I start looking for the job, this one I'm going to get the money at the end of the month, $200. Now this one I get 10,000-15,000 per day. Which one is more? Like you go that, right? So if you get that one ahead, then you go for it. So this is what we're trying to reach out, that even if you don't get a job, after graduating, you still have more chances to live life.
You see, let me just steal some of the scene we have in the movie. She acted one of the character, the role in Life After Campus. And she refused to offer a lady a job. Just because she feels like that lady is going to overthrow her in the office. One day, if she has accepted her, yes, fear of being overthrown. Okay, the lady who came she has qualified for that job, but because of her jealousness, She felt like, no. If I give her that chance, I will be overthrown. You see that? So these are some of the things you undergo. Or you may be given a chance, like, come, we have, like you've seen on boards, people apply and you are called for interview, and then the person in charge asks you to see his bed or see her bed. Then you be like, oh my God, now which one should I try? So you'll be tempted badly. But what you need to do in your brain is stick to the right path.
Yeah, and for that's what thing happens. As for now we speak, there's a reality that happens. If you're like a lady, you have to meet this person. He will tell you, I'll give you a job, but under one condition. You see that?
You meet me privately.
Yes. You meet me at this place. So just now you're so eager and you don't want the job, you just went for it. But I'm telling you, don't do it. Even if you look for a job for 10 years and don't get it. A man asks you to go to meet him in his bed, don't do it.
I know she's too much of the ladies now.
Okay, sometimes it happens to the men.
There are also women who do that. Those women in the offices, they also do the same thing as men do. So please, it's not all about women or it's all about men. It is all the same. Who, regardless of who you're going to meet. Yes.
All right, 96.3 Favour FM is the station you're listening to, and this is the program of the Breath of Heaven, and we are with the beautiful people here in the station, and we're talking about real life stories that are happening out there and how we can help you out there. A team from Life After Campus.
Yes.
So that's their name on Facebook. You can follow up and you can get a lot more about them. You can follow them on YouTube with the name of
Artworld Studios.
Artworld Studios. All right. Back to now the movies that will be releasing.
Yes.
Is it a series or it's just a short movie minutes?
Yeah, we have the HIV. Is a short movie. Yes, and then their Life After Campus is a continuous series.
It's a continuous series.
Yes.
So, Life After Campus?
Yes, Life After Campus
is the one that is a series.
It's a series.
A series.
And then the
HIV is a short movie.
Is a short movie.
Yes.
Like how many minutes?
32 something.
32 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, that is a good one there. And we hope people will be helped. People will be helped in the country.
That's our target.
That's the target. Because we want to see a change in South Sudan.
Yes.
A country that people are living in harmony with. It will come back. Even if you have HIV, they'll embrace it and they'll live in harmony.
Yes.
Yes.
In the community, people will respect each other. That's why we are talking about this. And briefly, I love talking about the journalists. For them, they find a lot more. These are people, people with a lot of information.
Yes.
What are some of the ways we can mitigate HIV and AIDS? Probably it might be in the script, right? In the video. Ways how we can control the spread of HIV.
Yes. Well, there are several ways. Some of them are familiar to the listener themselves, and we know about them. But it takes a mind to follow it. Yeah. There's so many ways that we can prevent ourselves from HIV. If we say let's distribute condoms, both female and male condoms, I think that will sound like we're promoting sexual. But I would say sexual activity. Yes. What I would say is that don't take that part. But in the other way around, trust your partner. Always go for checkup. And if you have a mind like you get scared, maybe this doctor will unveil maybe our primary disease. Get a personal doctor as a family or as a head of a house, or as even if you're a girlfriend, you're still in courtship. Please agree. Say, okay, this person should be the one to handle our status, our health status. So each and every time you go to him or to her, handles your status. So that's another way of how we can prevent it. And also, another way is that for us to prevent it, we need to abstain. Yeah. If you don't at all trust this, please just say no. Just say no. Maybe she can add more.
I am looking at her, the way she's smiling.
Yes,
she has something.
Yes.
I guess a story. A lady says she can't stay without it. Without meeting a man. Yeah, she can't stay without it. So she looks out for how she's going to abstain herself from that. Yes, and somehow you might find a man who doesn't want to use the condom. Yes, so this comes somehow also the use of condom. The people who don't really know the importance of it. Yeah, so that's another thing so much important. If your mother finds a condom in your room, she'll be like, "What?
Spoiled daughter, spoiled son."
But for you, you know why you're doing it. Yeah? So those are things, and those are the basic things that we need to really follow outside there. And that will leave our community to be a healthy community, and the kids to have, and the life will live to be a healthy life.
A healthy life.
You see, there was a movie I watched, an educative movie. The mother is the one living with the son, and the son has graduated. So finished high school. So he said to the son, "You're going to have a while of staying idle. I know how it feels like. I've ever been in such
To be idle.
To be idle. I know you'll be messing around. I know you'll be doing this, but I don't want you to mess around." Guess what? The mother bought 2 boxes of condom and said, "My son, I'm giving you this for your protection."
2 boxes.
Yes, for your protection. So what does it imply? As guardians, we should also take a lead role in advising our children. There are those in adolescent age, 18, 17, 20, 21, they're still in adolescent age. Their body itches them. They feel like this and that. But the only immediate help they will need is from you as a guardian, as a parent.
As a parent.
So don't think the teachers will do that. No. The teachers are just going to implant them with educative but what they will really take so much, because as a parent, as a guardian, you're the second God on earth. So they will always value you that much. I know in school you have that one teacher that you don't like. So what if that teacher is the same teacher that is teaching you science? You will not like him. You will not like his subject. You will not like his advice. You see that? So but at home, if you come back home, the parent says the same thing. You're like, okay, it's fine. Let me just take that. Yes.
So the parents will be in the forefront for advice.
Yes.
Right, you have something to say.
Yeah, like you said, it's right. Parents are the first and immediate person. If you really want your children to live good and to be a proud parent, you have to educate them. And also the same thing in school. Those days, that thing, it wasn't there. But these days, people used to expose this thing out, talking about sex, talking about the condom and all that. But now, it's freely, and when you ask a student right now, they will tell you they've been given this from school. So right now, we have the device. We're given from school. But somehow, somewhere, these students, these adults didn't follow it. Like, what is it? Oh, this thing doesn't work. He works with what his head tells him. But it's for their own good. So when they get in trouble, they start crying, they start blaming whoever was around them. And then it was all upon them. It was negligence that they couldn't follow the teaching. Yeah. So it's sometimes it's not about the teaching, why people are not given this, but it is these children who don't follow the teaching.
They don't listen.
Yes, they don't listen. You see? So these are the two things you teach, but yes, he will listen to you right now, but he doesn't work with it.
Yeah.
Right, I think there are a lot. There's a lot of things
Yes.
we can be talking about, but our time is
really up. What I can say is, we on 1st December it's going to be World AIDS Day. So there will be more teachings. You will be given guidelines on notebooks and something like that from different organizations that deal in HIV and AIDS or health, something
It's
like
on
that.
what?
1st December.
1st of December.
Yes.
It's the World AIDS Day.
Yes. So for more, please reach out to some of the consultants and that. And also during our movie premiere, we're going to have panels, those those who are going to talk more about HIV. They will be advising and they will be talking about more on our health status regarding HIV and AIDS. So come and join us on day 26th. Let's have a wonderful day together.
Where is it going to be?
Nachos.
It's going to be at Motos
Jupiter.
Jubatown.
Yes.
On the 26th
Yes.
of this month.
And it will start at 3. Yeah.
So that's when we're going to premiere.
Yes.
All right.
Regarding the premiere alone, we will be having several activities.
Happening.
We'll be having likes of poetry, like healing the soul through poet, and we'll be having also music performances, and we'll also have our main actors and our actresses. They will be coming around with the different costumes. The way you see how Hollywood does the things, we want to bring it here. So we're going to come really very.
It is going to be live.
Yes.
Live performance.
Yes.
It's going to be.
You can support us with a little amount that we can charge you at the gate, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
After this movie, what other plans do you have? Maybe another movie? Oh.
Yeah, we have several plans ahead of us. One of which is we're going to continue with Life After Campus, shooting more of the scenes. Another one, we've already shot even another movie. It's a love movie. It's called Handsome Guy in Love. We have My Neighbor. We have several. We have even a horror movie that we want to shoot. So there's several and other educative movies that we're targeting. Yeah.
So how do you get your stories? You meet people and then you get live stories. That's when you write a story, or how do you get your stories basically before you write a script?
As a real-time scriptwriter, or as a director, or as a journalist in the industry. Now, as a journalist, I'm giving you an example. Everyday life, you move on the street, you see people, you see things happening, and you see what is going on. These are stories. It's just for you to put them down. Now, today as a journalist, you walk down the street, and then you see a woman trying to help a son or a schoolboy cross the road. What does that implant into you as a journalist? Yeah. Now, you may be giving us traffic info. Now we'll be talking about that. It is not only about crossing the road, but also help someone, be a hero, be a heroine, and cross someone down the road. So what we do in our daily life are the stories we create. Apart from the imaginatory stuff, yes, but we want to look at the real
things.
Yeah.
That's why I said journalists have a lot. All these people, you look at them, they have a vesting information. Sure. All right, I think we just have 4 minutes to the top of the hour of the 4, and that 4 will be winding over. I just want to say thank you very much for being here and awareing our community on HIV and AIDS.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What would be your last words? Let's start with you and wind up with the ladies.
What I can tell you right now is that regarding all our movies that we're going to premiere, HIV Positive and Life After Campus original series, what I will tell you in HIV movie is that HIV is real. It's real. Don't say it's not real. People say coronavirus is it's not here in Juba. Oh no. But let me tell you, HIV and AIDS is real. So the first stage is HIV, but until you make it worse, it ends up in AIDS. So being real doesn't mean that class, you're dead. There are certain things you need to follow, and your life will be better. That you have goals in your head, you have mission. You want to continue. You might be a pastor, you might be a preacher man, you might be an evangelist. You want to reach the gospel, and you're HIV positive. Does that mean that you're going to end your life with that? No. Those procedures that we shared with you and more that you are going to get from the health personnel will help you reach. You may even live more than 50 years ahead of you with that sickness. So, and also from Life After Campus, never give up, regardless of you meeting strange people on your way, people that always wants to harass you sexually, regardless if you're a man or a woman, harassed by a man or a woman. No, don't think about that negative thoughts. If you're selling charcoal and you have a PhD, it means a lot. Yeah, even your family will always get worried about you. Like especially the mothers, they are another thing. Yes. What I can say is just come support us. Go to our channel on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. That is another way of how you can support us, and we can grow. And leave us a comment on how you feel like we should improve. That will also help us.
All right. We just have 2 minutes. Can you wind up? I know you can squeeze everything to that. Yes.
Yeah, just so quick to say that, just in HIV positive, all I can say is that be positive. Yeah. Like I say, HIV is real, but be positive. The people who talk about it, but stand up for yourself. Be positive in whatever you do, whatever they say. Just have the positive mind. And Life After Campus, stand up. If you a graduate, stand up for yourself. Do what you can. Don't wait for someone to bring it on table for you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Your name again?
I'm called Click. Yes.
And I'm Amanda.
Amanda.
Yes.
Amanda and Click, it has been nice having you here and having a lot of discussions about HIV, and the life of the campus.
Yes.
All right. All I want to say is that thank you very much, listeners, for being a part of this program. If you've been listening to us and also following us live on our Facebook page of 96.3 Favour FM. Right now, our time is up, and I'll be leaving you with a song, "None Like God" from Manara Zion. Stay tuned as you listen to the other programs that are coming up next. Bye bye.